Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games.
There he goes! Got him in for the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. On the ground, it's Price. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man to the left. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked We're all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal.
Slide, 22. Set.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They pushed it ahead to the... They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last. Starting off with a bang here today.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Syracuse's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Nixon. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations, and this is the business we live in college sports when you get paid a lot of money.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
That's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Lets it fly. Knocked away. Incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead's extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nixon. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he could do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Oh, he tosses it back. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Syracuse. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Cook. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
From the gun, running back on the move. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. From the gun. Wants to pass. Lets it fly. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
With the run on first and goal. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Orange.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the air, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Fires to the right, and his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The give to the tailback. Picks up the first down, still moving. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You talk about frustrating for a defense. You think you got them stuck. You got them backed up, third and long, and they run the ball for a first down. Oh, it makes you so mad.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. So much change of direction, he's down to the 23. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Trying to do it on the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It might be a gamble to go for it on 4th down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but they caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. By coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
Wants to bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Here's the give off the left side. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off play action. Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's calling. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. Makes it past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
On the option. Slithers into space. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Touchdown, Irish! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run of the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by 10 to Arkansas. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Period starts with a second down play. Handoff from the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Now on the return. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping the last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short.
42, Spider.
Run it with the fullback. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. The give on the inside. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man, when you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the 1st down. A few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a dub.
There he goes. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short.
6-9-1, Gators score. Here we go. Slide 22. Slide 22.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Sticks it in his belly. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Finds his big tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football. Bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front, get some push and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. The option look. He'll pitch it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And you kind of thought that situation, QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Give to the big fullback. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And just leaving no doubt on this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to 0.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
On the
They
double.
lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5.
Fire. Jet, jet. Ready, ready.
They've been running it, but now the pass. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
The offense changing the play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.